Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Donald Trump is not playing games with California or its governor, liberal Gavin Newsom. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. And hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Donald Trump, game time is over. Everybody's learning it. Today he went and visited the disasters in North Carolina that Biden just basically neglected so much, and California. And he said, we're taking over. Forget FEMA, forget all this other nonsense. We, the federal government, the White House, are directly taking over to get relief to the people. And it shows a lack of faith in FEMA, which he hinted today he might get rid of FEMA completely. Now, I'm not educated enough on this whole FEMA situation to give a real good answer as to why that is. But I can tell you there's a lot of waste in FEMA, a lot of misappropriation of funds, and a lot of people not getting the help they need. There can and should be a better way. Now, fixing FEMA is another option, and probably the easiest one. That being said, he also dropped another bombshell in this press conference where he said, yeah, I'm going to send aid to California. I'm going to send aid to Los Angeles under two conditions. One, they implement voter ID. And two, they let the water flow. Now, some people are saying that the water is already flowing and that Trump is mistaken on that. But, you know, I remember a lot of times people saying Trump was mistaken on something, and it turns out he's 100% correct. So I'm not really willing to listen to the mainstream media who has spread lies and propaganda for the past 8 years. What I've learned in the course of this time is that Trump's usually right. Almost always. He doesn't speak from a place of ignorance. They try to make it seem like that, and they try to make a big joke about it. Like with the Panama Canal and Greenland, they're pretending like they don't know how strategically important those two things are for the United States. Trump is spot on about both of them. And I think he's spot on about California. And if they have to do, hey, look, all we're asking for is voter ID. What are you so afraid of? Why don't you want voters to identify as American citizens? I mean, shouldn't everybody want that? I know like 80% of Americans agree with it. So what's the issue? I want you guys to watch what the president said here and let me know what you think in the comments.
Reporters gathering. Let's watch.
Everybody thought I was going to California. I said, no, I'm stopping in North Carolina first because they've been abused by what's happened. I mean, it's terrible. It should have been done. It should have been, a lot of things should have happened that didn't happen. So we're here. We're going to fix it out. We're working with the gentleman behind me, and you know who they are, and we're going to fix it. And we're going to fix it as fast as you can. It's a massive amount of damage. FEMA has really let us down, let the country down, and I don't know if that's Biden's fault or whose fault it is, but we're going to take over and we're going to do a good job. We're going to assign Mr. Watley, who's fantastic, frankly, and the governor and everybody else that's going to work. We're going to supply the money, supply a lot of the money. Maybe you have to chip in something. You'll chip in a little something, like maybe 25% or whatever. But we're going to get it done as quickly as we can.
Funding to Los Angeles because of its sanctuary city policy?
I want to see two things in Los Angeles. Voter ID, so that the people have a chance to vote. And I want to see the water be released and come down into Los Angeles and throughout the state. Those are the two things. After that, I will be the greatest president that California has ever seen. I want the water to come down and come down to Los Angeles and also go out to all the farmland that's barren and dry. You know, they have land that they say is the equivalent of the land in Iowa, which is about as good as there is anywhere on earth. The problem is it's artificial because they artificially stop the water from going onto the land. So I want two things. I want voter ID for the people of California, and they all want it. Right now you don't have voter ID. People want to have voter identification. You want to have proof of citizenship. Ideally, you have one-day voting, but I just want voter ID as a start, and I want the water to be released, and they're going to get a lot of help from the U.S. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a little while. We'll see you at the site.